back to the new show. My name's Random Rob. Today I'm talking about a casual game called Solar Settlers. Solar Settlers was developed by Brain Good Games, which is a great name for a company. Brain Good Games is a one-man developer named Brett Lowy, who I believe lives in Manitoba. And the mission statement of his company seems to be to produce small, single-player board game type games that can be played quickly, that have elegantly simple rules and design, but are very fun to play. And having dumped several dozens of hours into Solar Settlers, I can definitely agree with that mission statement. So let's take a look at the gameplay. Solar Settlers is a card-based game where the cards that you discover or pick up are used to create the playfield. Players begin at one of several different home planets depending on which species you choose to play. Players start with human colonists, and there are 6 additional unlockable races. Each race you unlock will have different attributes for their home planet that will give you some specific advantage during the game. The Formids, for example, insect race, grow an additional colonist every time you settle one colonist. Or the reptilian Rakthun, who are able to generate oxygen whenever they explore a new tile. The game is played on a hexagonal playfield of empty tiles. Each turn, you can move one of your settlers one tile, and then you will be given the option to explore one of the adjacent sectors to that tile. There are 4 resources available to your colonists in the game: hydrogen, oxygen, metal, and military strength. You can generate extra hydrogen by having a settler stop at a gas world. You can generate oxygen by having a settler stop at a jungle world. You can generate metal by having a settler stop at a rock world. And all of these world types can be upgraded as you play the game and collect more cards. Some upgrades will allow you to collect, in addition to a planet's resource, they may allow you to collect an additional military strength level or an extra card. Some upgrades can be used to create cloning facilities to produce an extra settler every turn. In addition, you'll get cards that allow you to have bases in open space sectors. Some will allow you, for example, to move 2 spaces off that tile for 1 unit of fuel. And most importantly, some of the cards you draw will allow you to create colonies on the different worlds you've uncovered. Small colonies for 1 or 2 settlers can often be built with no construction cost, but the larger ones will require you to spend units of metal and or fuel or oxygen, depending on the kind of colony. Where military strength comes into play is unlocking the outer edges of the board, which you can see here are labeled with +3 or +5. This is the military level you need in order to access that sector. And this becomes very important as you get near the final turns of the game. The best strategy to start with is always to explore as much of the board as possible as quickly as you can, so you can figure out the best places to gather resources and so on. And as you get near the end of a game, you want to be creating as many new settlers as you can and opening up as many colonies as you can, and trying to make as full use of all the special abilities you uncover. And one thing I will say about this game is don't let the simple look of it deceive you. Solar Settlers is a remarkably deep and layered game. It creates a lot of interesting gameplay with very simple rules, colorful cards, and a small playfield. It has an abstract aesthetic. It's pleasant to look at. It has a wonderful soundtrack, by the way. And it's highly addictive and challenging. If you get tired of the basic game, there's a weekly challenge mode, which I play almost every week, where you have 6 turns to settle as many colonists as possible. And at the beginning, you're shown all the cards that are going to be played in the game. I love this mode. It's a real brain teaser. I like getting my name on the high score board for it, even if I'm usually 1 or 2 spaces from the bottom. I am by no means a master of Solar Settlers. I still have several of the races to unlock. And I give this game one of my highest recommendations for a casual game. It's simple, it's challenging, it's relaxing, it's really well designed. So what are some of your favorite casual strategy games? Let me know in the comments below. If you like what you heard, please press the like button and subscribe, and consider becoming a patron of the new show. Alright, this is Random Rob for the new show, and I'll see you next time.